Okay, let's just cut to the chase. The fitness industry, it's a mess, right? It feels like a jungle of hype, miracle fixes, and advice that changes every other week. But what if there was a clear, no BS blueprint to get you actual, lasting results? Well, that's what we're doing today. We are distilling the core wisdom of writer and researcher Will Brink to cut through all that noise and build a plan that really, truly works. And right out of the gate, Brink does not pull any punches. He kicks things off with a hard truth. A massive part of the supplement industry is just built on marketing, not science. This is our starting point, a healthy dose of skepticism and a laser focus on what's actually proven to be effective. So here's our roadmap. First, we're going to clear the clutter. Then we'll build our foundation, and that starts with nutrition. After that, we'll tackle training smarter, not longer. Then we'll dive into the world of supplements to separate the real help from the real hype. And finally, we'll put it all together into one simple blueprint for your success. All right, part one. We are just drowning in information. But honestly, most of it is just noise. It's noise designed to confuse you and to sell you something. It's time to find the signal in all that static.
I mean, does this feel familiar to you? I bet it does. One so-called guru tells you absolutely no carbs, while another one says you need high carbs. You see products promising you a six-pack in 6 days. It's designed to be confusing. It keeps you searching and buying the next magic bullet.
But here's the thing. The real solution, it's not a secret at all. It's kind of boring, really. It's not sexy, and you definitely can't bottle it and sell it for $60. It's a blueprint. It's a system built on the fundamental, proven principles of how the human body actually works. And that's exactly what we're going to build today.
Okay, let's move on to the first and honestly, the most important pillar, nutrition. You've heard it a million times, but it's true. You just can't out-train a bad diet. What you put in your body is literally what your body has to work with.
And this brings us to the first law of changing your body. It's a super simple but incredibly powerful idea. Calories, they control the quantity of your weight change. Whether that number on the scale goes up or down. But your macronutrients, your protein, carbs, and fats, they control the quality of that change. Are you losing fat, which is what you want, or are you losing hard-earned muscle? Getting your macros right is what makes all the difference. So, just to make sure we're all on the same page, let's quickly define our terms. You've got protein, which is the literal building block for your muscle. You've got carbohydrates, which are your body's main go-to fuel source, and then you have fats, which are absolutely crucial for things like hormone production and your overall health. Fat is not the enemy.
So what does a good starting point look like if your goal is fat loss? Brink suggests a 40-30-30 split. Now, what's the first thing you notice? Protein is the highest. And there's a good reason for that. A high-protein diet helps you hang on to your muscle when you're eating fewer calories. It keeps you feeling way more full. And your body actually burns more energy just digesting it. It's a triple win.
But wait, it's not just about the amount of carbs you eat, it's about the type of carbs. They are not all created equal. That's where something called the Glycemic Index, or GI, comes in. It's just a measure of how fast a carb spikes your blood sugar. Low GI carbs, think oats or beans, give you steady, sustained energy. But high GI carbs, like sugar and white bread, they spike your blood sugar and insulin, which leads to those awful energy crashes and can actually signal your body to store more fat. The takeaway is simple. Choose your carbs wisely. Okay, so our nutrition foundation is set. Let's talk about training. And the whole goal here is not to live in the gym. No, it's to make the time you do spend there as brutally effective as possible.
Now this is a real game changer for so many people. Look, cardio is great for your heart, but it mostly burns calories while you're doing it. Intense weight training, though, it creates what's called the afterburn effect. It actually revs up your metabolism for many, many hours after you've already gone home. That makes it an incredibly powerful tool for burning fat around the clock.
So, an effective program really just boils down to these core principles. It's all about the intensity you bring, not just the time you spend. It's about focusing on the big, bang-for-your-buck compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses. And this is critical. You have to apply progressive overload, which is just a fancy way of saying always try to do a little more than last time. On top of that, consistency is everything. Keep workouts under an hour to keep your hormones in a good place, and log every single thing you do.
This old saying perfectly captures why that last point is so important. Seriously, how are you going to know if you're getting stronger if you don't write it down? Your training log is your most essential piece of equipment. It's your map. It's your compass. It shows you exactly where you've been and where you need to go next. Don't skip it.
And now, we come to the section everybody asks about, supplements. After we've locked in our diet and our training,
And only after that, we can start to look at what might give us a little edge and what is just going to drain our bank account.
And here it is. Brink's No BS scoreboard, and this slide alone could save you a ton of money. Look how short that thumbs up column is. These are the tried and true workhorses: creatine for strength, whey protein for convenience, and essential fatty acids for overall health. The maybe list, well, that's for stuff that has some interesting science, but it's not quite a sure thing yet. But that thumbs down column, look at it. That is the land of marketing hype. That's where most supplements and most people's money go to die.
So we have our pillars in place, right? Nutrition, training, and a really smart approach to supplements. Now let's tie it all together with the single most important piece of the entire puzzle. And this is it. This is the real secret that everybody is searching for. It's not a magic pill. It's not some perfect, complicated workout. The single most powerful engine for change is methodical, planned, boring old consistency. It's not about finding the perfect plan. It's about executing a good plan, day after day after day. So how do you actually apply that consistency? You do it by setting SMART goals. Don't just say, I want to get in shape. Get specific. I will lose 20 pounds of fat in the next 6 months. Make it measurable so you can actually track your progress with numbers. Make sure it's achievable and realistic for your life right now. And finally, give yourself a deadline. This is what turns a vague wish into a concrete plan of attack. And we're going to end on this. It's a really powerful question from Brink's work that I want you to think about. Are you making choices in the gym based on what will actually make your body progress, like maybe lowering the weight to perfect your form? Or are you just lifting heavy to impress yourself or the person next to you? Training your body leads to results. Training your ego, that just leads to frustration and injury. The choice is yours.